is so great to see you. I saw before we started up, the hubby was walking back and forth in the background. I think he was helping you to set up. How are you both doing?
We're good. We are good. We are, just like everybody else, adjusting to all the crazy changes that have happened over the last year. And we're doing our thing. We're making music. We're making videos. We're always doing stuff. So yeah, we've been busy doing that. How about you?
Oh, you know me, just trying to get things together and trying to continue doing interviews. In fact, first, thank you so much for doing this. Uh, this
Oh, of
is
course.
this has been the first month where I've been able to do Zoom interviews because throughout the pandemic, I've just been doing phoners. And when I
Yeah.
finally had something set up right, I've decided, let me start doing this. And that's why I'm so happy to actually see you instead of just
I
talking
know.
on the phone. Because, of course, I feel like you guys are family. We've been doing this for so long. We've been through the ups and downs together. But what I love is the fact that you guys are back not just with new music, but doing a show, the thing that we crave so much. What is going on with this virtual show that's going to be happening?
Yeah, so it's at the Danforth, which is one of our favorite venues. We've played a number of unforgettable shows there. So we're very excited to be back into a venue environment for sure. Um, and we are going to do what we do. We bring a lot of visual stimulation to people, whether it's through videos or our live shows or, interviews or whatever it is. Like, we're very visual people. So we, it now that we're doing these live streams, or we've been kind of having to do everything over the internet, just like you, we're starting to adjust. We're figuring out ways to make it exciting and make it fun and make it different. And that's what we're going to do. We've been chatting with the Danforth about all kinds of different ideas that we have to make the songs fun, to make the live stream exciting, and to make the best of the situation. Obviously, we would love for 2,000 people to be in front of us in real life and feel their energy and have that nighttime experience or showtime experience with them. But until that becomes a thing again, this is what we're going to be doing. And we're really excited. We're very excited, again, just to be on a stage again.
Well, we're excited to see you guys perform. The thing that I love about you folks is like literally, because I can remember, and I can't remember the company, but you guys did this unique show a couple of summers ago. It was actually part of a promotion, and you performed a couple of songs, but you used the items that they had in the store with spoons and
Yeah.
plates. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was I'm pretty sure that was IKEA
I think
actually.
it was IKEA.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, that's what we do. We've been doing that our whole entire careers. We'll find stuff and we'll make music out of it. It's a saying for us. You can make music out of anything. And we experience that honestly daily. And even our kids now, like Johnny and I have 3 kids, and I know you know that, but our kids now will like pick up something, a hairbrush or a mop, and be like, oh, it's a guitar. So they just, try and get that into people's minds. If you don't have to own a bunch of expensive instruments to make music.
But that's the old school thing. I mean, we used to pick up our like tennis racket or badminton racket. That used to be our guitar. We used to
Yes,
take like a paint can, flipped it over. That was our drums.
that's the
Picked up two
drum kit.
sticks. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
all of these crazy things. So can I expect something unique in this show? Because you guys always do something every time I've seen you, whether it's playing the same guitar or something. Can we
Yeah,
expect something unique with you guys?
absolutely. Yeah, we have a few tricks up our sleeve that we're going to pull out. Um, and some new songs we're very excited about. We just released a new song called How It Is. People are really responding to it. They really love it. We've put out tons of music this year. And we got an album coming out, I think this summer. We were talking about summer dates, a whole bunch of singles coming out before that. We're going to be playing a ton of new music that in the show in Danforth. So people can expect to hear some new songs.
Let's get to How It Is. What's the theme of this song and what was the inspiration behind it?
Um, well, a lot of it came from, like, we write from our life experiences for the most part, or life experiences in general and how we see them. And How It Is kind of like this it's like an anthem to remind people that there's good things, there's bad things, and it's up to us to kind of decide whether or not we're going to live our lives with the glass half full or half empty. You know, like there are some really profound lyrics that are in, you know, everybody's got to live, everybody's going to die. Like this is a fact, right? The fact of life. You live, you die. So in between, what are you doing with your time, you know? And what kind of view are you going to have on the world, even in times of chaos and times of change and times of complete unknown? And obviously that's going to ebb and flow. That's going to be a roller coaster ride throughout anyone's life. Everyone's different, but our whole perspective was just like, yes, everyone's going to live, everyone's going to die. What are we going to do in between? You know?
Very, very true. Now, was this inspired because of the pandemic?
There was a couple different sources that inspired the song, but yeah, I think in general, it's like, look what we're going through right now. Complete change, something we've never experienced in our entire lifetime. And, you know, now that we're given this experience, whether it's good or bad for some people and different for others, again, what are you going to do with your time? What are you going to do with this time? How are you going to make those changes that you need to make in your life? Or, you know, maybe it's a realization for some people. I know a lot of my friends have been like, this year really made me see who the people are that I love and what kind of job I want to have and where I didn't want to be, you know, and you just needed a little kick or whatever. Like there's a lot of different people experiencing different things for sure. But yeah, we're always inspired by life. This definitely brought on a lot of the topics that are in that song. And we just rolled with it.
So you have this great song. You said you've recorded other songs. How did you guys record during the pandemic, knowing that there were times where things were shut down, you couldn't get out there, you weren't even out some places, you weren't even allowed on the streets? How did you
Mhm.
guys do this? Home studio? Did you, send back and forth? How did it all work?
Yeah, all of that actually. So, you know, obviously during the hardcore lockdown, we were recording from home. Johnny and I have a studio that is not in our home and no one else goes to it. It's like our own space. So him and I were actually able to go there because we live together. So it was either here or there, and we're the only people there. You know, and so Johnny is a producer, and we're, you know, you can Zoom call and write songs. You can change lyrics over FaceTime or whatever. And as far as recording goes, we just set up a little setup and just, you know, tracked. And it's kind of how we've always done it. We've recorded stuff on buses before. We've recorded in hotel rooms. We've recorded anywhere. So, you know, the not having a space to go to with everybody that normally our team would be working with was not a huge deal for us. Actually gave some of our employees an opportunity to go home and spend some time with their families, or like if they were, you know, because like I know some of them decided like, I'm going to go home to Quebec. I'm going to quarantine with my parents so that I can actually spend time with them during this lockdown and stuff. So we just do it. We roll with the punches, Rudy. We go with the flow, you know, whatever the world hands us, we figure out a way to make it work because we love what we do. We don't want to stop doing it. So
Absolutely. I always, from the conversations I've had with you guys over the years, I've always looked at you folks as like very spiritual, like earth, water, sky, wind. That is walk off the earth to me.
mhm.
To see what has been going on for the last 13 months, not just with COVID, racism being spoken in such a different way. We're seeing right now our Canadian Asians being attacked. Black Lives Matter has been out there for such a long time. What we saw in the election, the storming of the Capitol, wear a mask, don't wear a mask. I'm going to get a shot. I don't want a shot. All of these things and more that have been going on. Kevin's, Karen's. Like, how did you guys feel seeing this? And also, how did you guys take care of your own mental stability?
It's a great question. I mean, like you said, a lot of major changes, a lot of major things have happened over the last year and a half. And, you know, I think it's a good thing, obviously. Like the world is always going to continue to change. and at what time certain things, rise up and become the forefront of conversation, or the forefront of what people are watching, what they're listening to, the news that they're getting, all of that kind of thing. I think what we did was we took everything in, and we were being a part of it the best that we could, and helping where we could, and keeping our eyes open, and doing our research, and reading, and trying to be a part of the change as much as we could from where we were, what restrictions we were under at the time. And it's just, I think the whole world was given a second, like it's almost like Mother Nature kind of alt control deleted, and then we were all shut down we were all thrown in our rooms for a bit. Everybody just stop and go into your room, and then take a look at these issues, and then take a look at some things that would have happened and just completely gone into next day's news, were actually making their way to people's eyes and people's brains and their minds. So it's been a definitely, like you said, a year full of change, all kinds of major things going on. I think the most important thing is for people to continue to look at every single aspect and figure out a way for how they can help, how they can support, how they can be a part of positive change. And then we need to just filter out the negativity at the same time, because obviously there's pros, cons, there's good, bad, there's, it's all of that, all wrapped up, all in the middle. And the world's just gone into this totally different place than we were a year and a half ago. And I'm all about change. I think change is a positive thing. We wouldn't be where we are without change. We wouldn't be living the lives that we live without change from our pasts and our present. So whether people like it or not, or it takes people out of their comfort zone, things happen, and we should be a part of that positive change.
Absolutely. One of the things I love asking folks now these days is, and one of the reasons why is because it's about the masks. And I've got like 30, 40 masks. I've just been buying them all over the place. And I've got a couple that are my favorite ones. What is your favorite mask to wear? Is it because of a design or anything like that?
Honestly, I'm so boring. I love fashion, and I actually kind of think it's a little bit dope that masks have become a part of our daily attire, because they were making so many cool ones, and it's like a really interesting look. But with that said, I'm like the go-to straight up blue and white medical mask, because you can breathe in them. I find that some of the cloth ones, they either you suck them into your mouth or they get wet, and you're
oh my God,
doing whatever.
You make me want to throw out all of mine.
You know what I mean, though? And they get makeup all over them, because you get ready to go out and forget half your face is covered anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I've been going with this straight up blue and white medical masks, but my sister was making masks for a while. I've got, the kids have a whole bunch of fun ones. They got Minecraft and Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, but I like the ones you can breathe in.
There we go. Very cool. Okay, so we got the big concert that's happening. Congratulations with that. And you mentioned about an album. When can we expect this album to be happening?
Yes. So we were actually, again, just talking about dates the other day. Sorry, I just had to plug my phone in so I don't lose all my battery power.
No problem.
We were talking about dates the other day. So I think, and if I recall correctly, which I could be wrong, so don't quote me, I think it's summertime that the album's going to come out, probably early summer, maybe June or July. And then we do have 2 more singles that are going to be dropping before that. That will also be on the album. So definitely summertime, new Walk Off album, and lots of good new stuff to listen to. So,
and any other virtual shows are going to be happening over the summer?
I'm sure that we will. Everybody's got their fingers crossed that Canada will make its way into the vaccination, spot, and everybody by June is supposed to be in a better place as far as vaccinations go. So hopefully that will allow for live concerts to start coming back, and maybe by the end of the summer or early fall. So, I mean, we will definitely keep making so much content for people to be watching. Just because we're not able to be live, we're still going to be in people's living rooms every day anyway with our videos and the content that we're creating. A lot of really exciting stuff coming up. Johnny and I are producing a show with our 3-year-old right now called Romeo Eats. Yeah, he's just this natural born food lover, and we wanted to showcase that because it's not just like, it's not pancakes and waffles and cookies, it's all food, kimchi, sardines,
Wow.
caviar. This kid eats everything. So anyway, we've been working on that. We've been working on tons of videos. We have a whole bunch of cover songs coming up. They're old school covers. We're gonna like work on all these really cool old like 60s, 50s, 70s songs. And just keep doing what we do. And, you know, in the meantime, work on this album and get it out for people. And yeah, we'll definitely do more virtual shows. They are a little bit more work. Not that we don't want to do the work. It's just, you know, you got bigger team, there's more protocols, there's all kinds of things that have to be set in place in order to make them happen. But definitely, if it gets me on a stage, I'm there.
All right. Social media is the place to go so we can find out about everything that's going on with Walk Off the Earth.
Absolutely. You got it.
Where do we go social media wise?
Oh, yeah. Just Walk Off the Earth, everything. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all the things. It's all Walk Off the Earth.
I love it. Sarah, thank you so much. Tell Johnny I said big love to him. Big hugs to the kids. Rudy. Thank you so much. I'm going to figure out how to get my ticket because I want to see this. Because if there's ever a creative band that does so much on stage, it's you guys. And I cannot wait to see and hear what y'all going to be doing. Big love to you. And we'll definitely talk soon.
Rudy. Okay. Yeah. Take care.